Good morning, everybody. How are you? Another beautiful day. All right, man. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, baby. Halfway through the week. Um, May 18th. It's good to see everybody. Hope your day is going well. This will be day 5 of Valheim. Day 5 of Valheim. Super addicted to Valheim. Valheim's amazing. It's a lot of fun. We're actually going to take a look this morning during the news segment at V Rising. Yeah. Um, we have one of our community members that I've seen has already left a review for the game. Shout out to our buddy Tinwin. And I think it's actually got a bit of a Valheim vibe to it a little bit. So we'll take a look at that today. Speaking of the news segment, let's do what we do. Let's hop into our gaming news segment and get a look at what's going on in the industry since yesterday. And then we'll get into our Valheim stuff. All right, guys? Pull this over. Again, I hope your day is going very well. We got a nice, overcast, rainy day here. I love it. I love it. All right, man. Let's go. Cool. I'll actually pull my camera up just a bit here. Perfect. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I think we all understand what this article is going to be about. And the fact that the more immersive our virtual environments, our games get, it's going to be very much utilized by the adult entertainment industry. Yeah. Um, Adult entertainment, as well as just it's an immersive environment for people to explore their yums, if you will, right? So that's where we're going. I'm not going to dive into this morning, but um, I mean, with the incorporation, we'll take a quick look at it. We'll take a quick look at it. See what it has to offer. If it gets a little too raunchy, I'll probably get out of it. Yeah, Pinky. That's what. If it gets too raunchy, man, I'll probably back out of that article. But I mean, it's true. It's true. It brings. I'm sure just the title of it is brings a lot of real things to the surface here about what um, these immersive virtual environments that we are getting ourselves into nowadays, the possibilities it's bringing to us, right? So we'll take a look at it. Game Pass gets Vampire Survivors one of the best games of the year. Again, I don't have any issue diving into this kind of topic. It's just a matter of keeping the channel a bit safe for work, PG 13 ish. So we'll see what it has to offer. We read about that yesterday, the new PlayStation lineup. Pinky, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you this morning. Blockchain Gaming Studio raises 46 million ahead of game launches. All right, we'll see what that's about. Call of Duty Warzone 2 details have allegedly leaked, more like Blackout than the original. Woke up a while ago. Cool, man. You ready to rock then? Did you get some good rest? There's some PlayStation sales going on apparently. We'll take a look there. Yeah, we talked about this crap. Fox News using violent video games as a scapegoat for violence in the world, right? Ridiculous. Dude, that's the way my son is. My son will stay up past the rest of us most of the time, man. Just like reading in his room, just reading in his. Woke up pretty fresh. Cool, man. Good. He'd just be chilling out in his bed, reading books, man. Just reading books, and until he falls asleep. He loves it. He loves it. It's awesome. I'm glad that he's like that. Both of my kids read a lot. They're gamers. They play a lot of games, but they read a lot too, and I'm glad. We talked about the new 40 series RTX cards that are apparently coming out, released in July. Yeah. Uh, we talked about this yesterday. If you're interested, hit the news segment that is on YouTube from May 17th. All right. Asus's new Rog gaming laptop beast hides secret messages. That might just be a ploy to get people to click on that, but we'll take a look real quick. Yeah, we talked about PlayStation having their like kind of gamer dictionary, if you will, online. It's really cool. I actually have a link to it bookmarked, so if you're interested, let me know and I'll throw it in chat. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they did that. Looks like HyperX is releasing some limited edition gaming collection through Tim the Tat Man. Yeah, so if you're interested, I'm not going to dive into this, but I'm guessing it's just some of their models they already own that have been re-imaged to be a part of his you know image, stuff like that. Wait, what? Are you talking about this that you posted? What the what? Dude, what all is going on there? That that looks weird, man. That's the crypt entrance? Wow. Katari, what's up, buddy? Good morning, good morning. How are you? Dude, that looks weird. Okay. Odd. Yeah. Yeah, we got a good seed going on there, yeah? Good, Katari. I'm glad. I'm glad, buddy. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna dive into that. Just know that apparently HyperX is doing some branding stuff, promotional products with Tim the Tap Man. If you're interested, um, keep moving. Game Pass is adding 12 more games and 6 are day one releases. We'll take a look there. Um, we'll just go with Gamer Rant. This is going to be the same thing. Yep, so is that. We've already seen this morning that Vampire Survivors is part of it, which we just played recently, man. And Vampire Survivors was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we talked about this already as well. Again, I have a bookmarked link to this PlayStation dictionary just because it's pretty neat. And if you're interested, I can throw it in chat. All right, let's pivot here. Let's get to our other search. Yeah, we've talked. There are all kinds of articles coming out. What's weird is that this is not a new concept. There's been a lot of research over the past about elevating cognitive functioning in human beings by playing certain video games. So all of a sudden, there are like all these articles coming out about it. I don't know why. I've looked at some of them. I haven't seen anything new that we didn't already know. But I mean, it's good that they're letting people know that video games aren't a bad thing. You know, again, anything in life consumed in excess can be bad, right? Moderation. Everybody's life's different. But video games are not like a bad thing. They've gotten this stigma over the years of uh, being bad for certain different reasons. Zedrun, Axie Infinity, and the push for play to earn blockchain gaming. So we already read about Axie Infinity, right? Axie Infinity is the it was like a game. It's like a monster breeding, basically based off of oxalotls, right? If you know what those little, what are they, man? Are they amphibians? I don't know what they are, but they're like little underwater lizards, kind of. They built it around that. What they got hacked for 600 million of their cryptocurrency. Apparently, from what investigators have found, it was North Korea that did it. But again, man, I mean, if you're tying up a bunch of your money into crypto and you're just going to go off of what a company says as it being secure, it's only going to be secure as that company is, you know, to the level that that company is maintaining security of their infrastructure, right? And that's where I think a lot of people are. I mean, it's one of the ways a lot of people are getting duped. So we'll take a look at this and see what it has to offer. This Fox News crap, man. We already talked about Silent Hill as well. It's really cool. It's basically a. There's been a lot of rumors over the past few years about Silent Hill being a thing in development, right? But, oh yeah, well yeah, Katari. Look, I mean that's kind of what I get at, right? And look, to anybody that there are all kinds of different addictions, right? There are all kinds of different addictions, and to people that deal with addiction in one form or another, it can be a very catastrophic thing within their lives and for the people that care about them as well. So whether it be drugs or sex or video games, I mean, this is the thing. That's why I try to emphasize the fact that it's like moderation, right? Um, you have to learn how to balance your life with taking care of responsibilities as well as, you know, consuming whatever you're into in moderation, right? Not that I want anybody like doing drugs, but I'm not going to tell, you know, it's not my job to tell anybody else what to do either. So it's just a matter of, and specifically in regards to video games, I sit here. How can I tell anybody not to mass consume video games? Right? I sit here for hours upon hours a day playing them and providing entertainment to people. So, but that's the thing about life, right? You have to learn how to consume things in moderation so they don't overtake the other things in your life that are important. I think it's a very important concept that. It's not an always an easy thing to learn how to do, but if you can figure out how to do that in your life, then it makes everything very manageable, right? Yeah, we talked about this yesterday as well. Yo, it's rando mode time already, guys. Kapow! Yo, and that's a sick emote too, Squid 3. Let's go. Nice, Pinky. Whole wheat. FSU professor discusses science while playing video games. Uh, that's cool. We'll take a look at that. Yeah, we talked about this already too. This whole Activision uh, diversity like pie chart tool thing is really weird. It's basically like how to it was some tool that was developed to uh show where developers needed to look to focus to put diversity in the characters of their games. It's really weird. 120 video games that changed the history of gaming. That we'll take a quick look and see if it gives us just a. We'll look at the top games there. Okay, we'll look at the top games there. Okay, so apparently what they did is they brought some. From what I understand, happened Katari is that they brought somebody on, right, and got into a discussion apparently about blaming video games for and I don't know the entire. I didn't watch it, dude. I will not go to Fox News. I won't do it. But that's what I have kind of deciphered through the stuff that I've read just about that situation. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, dude, I wouldn't put it past Fox News. All right. And I don't know exactly what all the situation is there. We brought up one article. It just said that they were trying to blame. And if Fox News wasn't behind that statement, then I'll retract and say that, you know, okay, I'll have to look deeper into it then. Well, what I'm saying is that from what I understood, they had a guest on. The guest brought it up, and Fox News backed it. That's what I had read. Fox News wasn't saying that no, video games are not. They were like, okay, yeah, makes sense. But I haven't watched it either. So that's what I was kind of gathering from the information that I had seen, the limited information. I'll grant that. It was limited information. But it wasn't Fox News. And look, here's the thing that people need to understand. A lot of times, news channels like Fox that have their own agenda and they're very trying to push that agenda will bring on people that are in cahoots with them, knowing what they're going to say, right? Knowing what they're going to talk about. That's one of the things that people need to understand about a lot of these very skewed news companies as well, is that they play that game. Not always. So Katari, you'll have to whisper it to me or throw it in Discord. I don't allow links in chat to from anybody besides mods and the bot. What link, man? What link? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah, like so you can't put. I've had way too many bots coming into the. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I've had way too many bots coming into the channel, spamming malicious, potentially malicious kinds of sites and stuff, and it's a way for me to make sure the community stays safe. So yeah, the only people that can actually post links in chat are mods and myself, and my bot. But I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up in just a second. We'll take a look at it. I appreciate it. Yeah. So give me a second and I'll pull it up, man. Thanks for sending it to me. Yep, we've talked about it. We'll go one more page here. Then I'll grab I'll take a look at the link that you're throwing in Discord, buddy. We talked about this yesterday. Good old EA. We've talked about this previously as well. So I'll pull this one up real quick because that's part of that Fox News stuff. We'll see what that has to say. And I'll take a look at the link that you have. Possibly. They are not the only one reporting on that, though. That's the thing. There have been many, many, many other articles that have come up about Fox News blaming it on video games. So that's why I just, again, everything that I have read and the fact there are many news articles coming up from different sites saying that was why I was like, well, they apparently are. But I'll take a look. We'll take a look here and see. Yeah, I mean, look, this is the thing. This channel is all about just being civil. We don't have to agree, and it's great to have these conversations and make sure that we're getting the right information out there and stuff. And that's what this is all about. We don't have to argue. We don't even have to believe the same thing. But as long as we're open to having a civil conversation about stuff and keeping it civil as it goes, then there's nothing wrong with that, right? A lot of in the '90s, a lot of Republicans and a lot of people that had that view. Well, things have changed a lot since then, right? And that's, I mean, we talked about it yesterday. We hit on it a little bit at least, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people's views about video games and their influence in a negative way to a great extent have changed. That's why it was bad to see that come out, right? Is because we know that it's not video games that are like pushing people to enact violence in the real world. It's not video games, you know. Right. Well, and that's exactly why we try to do that in this. Shut up, Pinky. Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what this community is about, Katari. Yeah, I mean, it's being open and accepting that the fact we are all humans. We are there. We're gonna be different. We're gonna have different tastes, different values, different beliefs, and that's okay as long as those beliefs aren't something that drive you to hurt people or be negative and toxic. And as long as we're civil about it in here, that's all. That's I'm just trying to get people to understand that it's okay that we're different as human beings. That is okay. As long as it's just differences in being good people, right? That's it, man. And we can talk about all kinds of things as long as we maintain that civility and people don't start trying to get like out of hand and stuff. That's it. I think that's a big problem with the world nowadays. Yeah. People just can't talk. They don't want to understand each other. It's if you don't believe the same thing as me, you're wrong. And that sucks, man. That sucks. Oh, okay, here Netflix teases gaming reveals for Geeked Week. We already know they were working on Exploding Kittens and a TV show to coincide with it. We'll see what else they're bringing out though. They're saying like 50 new mobile games by the end of the year. So we'll see. We'll see what they're bringing. Um, we'll take a look at this. Twitch comes under scrutiny after Buffalo shooting. Let's see what that's about. That's appropriate for us to take a look at since we are actually all on Twitch right now. Yeah. Okay, we'll stop there. Let's take a look. Let me grab that link. Okay, let's see this. Okay, here's the deal though. Here's the deal. All right, all right. So I'm gonna stop us for one moment. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna show a very important piece of information here. Right. Um, this would not be the first time that Fox News has contradicted themselves over previous things they've said as well. Right. Um, well, yeah, absolutely, Katari. I agree. I agree. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, obviously, the stigma around video games has definitely changed over the past 10 to 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? Regarding that kind of thing. And that's why it was so horrible to see that potentially Fox was doing this, right? trying to blame video games when that's exactly the issue there, right? Holding people accountable for their actions instead of blaming it on some other issue, that doesn't even have any kind of, it's not substantial. We know that video games are not, the thing that pushes people to do this kind of thing, right? So this is what I'm going to say. We're going to take a look at this Fox News stuff first, right? Now, you pulled up a link, right? It says that no link between video games and violence, study says, right? So, Fox News reported this. That's good. That's good. This is also a, going on 2-year-old article. Yeah. Again, this would not be the only time that I have heard of Fox contradicting themselves from things they've reported in the past and turning things around and being backwards on stuff. And yeah. Oh, okay. Before it was a couple years old. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. My bad. My bad, buddy. Yeah. So that was the first thing I just noticed. So I apologize for not seeing that you put that in there. It's good that they reported on this, right? Because we know that, there's been all kinds of research to this point that kind of verifies that it's not entertainment, whether it be video games or movies or, music, what have you, that while it can affect our moods, there's no doubt that entertainment can affect our moods, especially music. Or if you just get super tilted in a video game. You'll see that here from time to time. But pushing people, right, short-term emotion, exactly, yeah. No. Yo, Matt, thanks, buddy. It's good to see you. Yeah, dude, don't ever worry. Just being here when you can be here, man. You know that's what I appreciate, buddy. Yeah, for sure. No worries, man. Yeah, exactly, Katari. Short-term emotion. Mm-hmm. So while it can put you in moods, right? You can get stuck in some short-term, moody kind of situations. It's not what ultimately drives people to perform these acts. And you're absolutely right. People that perform these acts are the ones that need to be held accountable. Or anybody within their circle that is facilitating or even, encouraging those kinds of acts, right? So it's not always necessarily just the person committing it. There can be people involved that need to be held accountable as well, depending on if they had any kind of involvement with encouraging these acts to be committed, yeah? So, let me see if I can TLDR this real quick. The theory persists in part because politicians on both sides of the aisle have taken it up as an easy target since it lacks a powerful lobby like, say, the National Rifle Association. Yeah, for sure. Politicians on both sides go after video games. It is this weird unifying force. Makes them look like they're doing something. Another reason, according to Markey, is that video games can look disturbing to people who aren't gamers. Yeah, I can understand that. They look scary. But research just doesn't support that there's a link to violent behavior right there. There's been all kinds of research, right? There's been all kinds of research. Again, we know it affects mood, but it doesn't support that it encourages or it prompts people to move into violent behavior, right? Yeah. So now let's take a bit of a look here. Bro, please, man. Go away. There you go. Okay. So apparently the Fox host, this is what the Fox host said. Apparently. Oh, dude, give me a break. It seems like these shootings have gotten so much worse since video games became so realistic and so violent. So, right there, it's not a direct blame. Wick, shut up. What's up, Wick? It's not a direct blame, but in a very kind of roundabout way. This host was definitely, if this is an actual direct quote, if that's a direct quote, this host definitely is trying to place the blame there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to play this because I also don't want to get DMCA stuff from Fox. Let's see if we can find Fox News anchor John Scott interviewed former special agent Bernard Zapper, and it soon became clear Scott had a clear line of questioning in mind for the criminal justice expert. This is a quote. "It seems like things have gotten so much worse since video games became so realistic and so violent," Scott said. Yo, Metal, what's up? "Have you done research or learned that video games tend to just desensitize people to the actual result of pulling a trigger?" Oddly, Scott failed to reference the shooter's manifesto, filled to the brim with racist memes, conspiracy theories. Zapper didn't exactly agree with Scott, instead choosing to pin the blame on social media. I think in terms of causation, what the information shows us is that we became more disfranchised as individuals and groups. People leave a faith, for example. The family units become smaller or more disconnected, live further distances. Yeah. So it sounds like he was actually not necessarily blaming. Yeah. Oh, dude, barely got any sleep. Fell asleep at about 7. Woke up just now at 12:40. Wait, barely got any sleep. 7 to 12:40? That's a pretty good chunk of change for sleep there. Almost 6 hours? That's not too bad, dude. Almost 6. Yeah. Metal just needs like 12 to 14 hours of sleep a day. I think that's the issue. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Qatari, me too. But yeah. I mean, I usually go to bed at 9 o'clock, dude, and I'm up at 5. You know what I mean? I make sure I get plenty of rest. But you know, it's definitely like close to 6 hours is better than like 2 or 3. You know? Yeah, Qatari. Yeah, me and you right there, man. Metal, yeah, that's what I was saying. So here's the thing. I guess it's good we kind of dove into this a little bit. If these are exact quotes, right, as I think they probably are, um, the host is saying it seems like things have gotten so much worse since video games became so realistic and so violent. And then asks the guest, "Have you done research or learned that video games tend to just desensitize people to the actual result of pulling a trigger?" So he prompted a question to the guest. The guest kind of pivoted and blamed it on more a social media thing than any kind of gaming related thing, right? But the first statement here does make it feel like, yo, Syke, what's up, buddy? Does make it feel like he was trying to get the guest to fall in line with that blaming video games kind of thing. It's a little bit of a gray area. I don't know that you can necessarily say Fox News was going, "This is video games' fault," right? I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue. It seems like they were trying to get somebody to maybe find something to blame, like video games, and that guest pivoted, right? And since that guest pivoted, it made Fox look like they were trying to blame it on video games, I think, yeah? So, at least we know a bit more details about why this article is going around and what's going on here. Again, yo, Qatari, thanks for the article that you pushed to me. Fox came out. Fox came out 2 years ago, almost now, with an article that said video games aren't to blame. So I don't know why they would have an anchor saying this kind of thing unless the anchor was just, you know, doing their own thing, you know? I don't know. But there's a bit of a thing here where it felt like, it definitely feels like the host on Fox was trying to push that and see if the guest would fall in line with blaming video games. Everybody wants to blame something, right? And in historically in the past, video games have gotten blamed for all kinds of things. Yeah. Yo, Katari, thanks, buddy. Thanks. At least we have a little more information on the way that works, or that panned out. It's a ghost. What are you talking about? Uh, Windows still turns your on your PC at 3 a.m. when you're about to fall asleep, make you get up from the bed. Yeah, yeah, yep. Um, I had a PC. I had a heck of a time, man, for a while. Uh, Anytime I would put it to sleep, it would just come back on in the middle of the night, man. It took me, I don't know, man. I worked on it forever. I don't even remember how I fixed it, but man, it was brutal. And it was downstairs, but I'd know whenever it would come on, man. It was crazy. All right, I'm gonna go play some Phantasmagoria, man. All right, let's hop into this one. Look, this is actually pertinent information regarding like our gaming world and everything. Okay, if you haven't seen the title, this is what we're gonna dive into here. But from VR to vibrators, video game sex tech now has infinite possibilities. Okay, if this gets too raunchy, I'm gonna pivot. Okay, if this gets too raunchy, I'm gonna pivot out of this because we do try to maintain like a safe for work, PG-13 kind of environment. All right, with shutting off something, click shutdown, and all it does is restart until I force shutdown. Oh, really? You can force shutdown and stuff like that through PowerShell as well, Katari. Yeah, it's pretty easy if you want to look into that rather than having to like hold the button every time. You can force shut down your PC through like PowerShell and stuff if that would be easier. Maybe something to look into. But that's not like a solution once a month. Yeah, it's not a solution. Just maybe an easier way to get it done if you had to do it. I'm great, Metal. How are you, buddy? From VR to vibrators, video game sex tech now has infinite possibilities, okay? Thanks to networked sex toys, game mods, and VR, virtual sex is growing ever more sophisticated. In 2002, games journalist and researcher Jane Pinkard used the Trance Vibrator, a USB accessory that would vibe in time with the music of the trippy PS2 shooter Rez. Okay. In her now classic blog, she lauded the game's dripping colors and transportive sounds, but found the physical sensations generated by the device most compelling. Yeah? Wait, what? Oh. Not good, not bad, just am? Yeah. What'd you say, Katari? It tends to happen more often when I don't feel like doing an optional win. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Windows is bad about that kind of thing. Okay. She observed that the device flat design. Yep. Let's just get a TLDR here. Some of this is a little bit off the charts for what I want the channel to be dealing with. Uh, okay, dude, this is a little bit above what I want to be dealing with on the channel, just for safe for work kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll put it in chat. I'll put it in chat so you guys can read it. I'm just gonna see if I can get a TLDR here. And we already kind of know where this is headed, right? I mean, look, there's no doubt about the fact that it's not. There are all kinds of other industries that are building off of what gaming has been doing, right? You see it in movies. Movies are constantly using like game engines to produce CGI and stuff. You know, this industry, the whether it be just on a personal level or actually like the adult entertainment industry, uh, what gaming is doing by bringing in virtual environments, letting you step out of the real life into a virtual environment, all kinds of you know devices, as it were, that can be used, um, you know, to be hooked up to these environments and incorporated in the immersion and stuff. It's come a long ways. It's got a lot. It's going to just keep getting that way, right? So the amount of immersion you get when strapping TVs to your head is already massive. So using devices. Oh, are you serious? I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know that, Katari. Really, really. Well, look. I mean, every country in the world has their scene, as it were, right? Yeah. But I didn't know that. That's kind of wild. That's wild. I had no idea. Crazy, man. The more you know. Right on. Um, so the immersion you get with strapping TVs to your head is already massive. So putting devices, okay, your devices or whatnot all over your body while you strap TVs to your head is the obvious next step, right? I mean, not just for this specific thing. That is what we're doing in gaming as well, right? Um, There are VR games like Virtuemate, Heat, and others that provide complex interactive scenes with hardware support. Uh, I did put the article in chat if you guys are interested. He said, while erotic social VR experiences can bring you into a heady animated scenario in which your toys are interacting in a world, in world virtual objects or even other players. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I mean, with the how far technology has come, right? There was no doubt this was like going to be the case. A lot of people are already kind of into this thing. It's going to get more popular. The adult entertainment industry is going to, is getting into this stuff as well. Um, it's wild, man. It's wild. And look, to each their own, man. Uh, I don't know. If you're not hurting somebody else, you know, get your yum, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Tinwin, I saw your review on Steam last night. Yeah. Yeah, I saw your review on Steam last night. It looks like it looks very Valheim in a way. Oh yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, Valheim crossed with Diablo. You get your build your own vampire castle, kill a large number of PvE bosses, each unlocking new buildings, new decorations, new powers for your vampire character, excellent PvP servers, PvE servers, and more. Host your own, play up to 40 people. That's sick, man. But Metal, you weren't impressed? Okay. I mean, not every game's going to be for everybody, but yeah, Tim, when I actually before I went to sleep last night, I pulled it up on Steam to see what reviews were looking like for it, and they look pretty good. And I saw because we're friends on Steam, obviously, but I saw your review. Yeah, I would say it is much different to play a game than it is to like just watch. So I would say don't let that kind of skew your maybe attempt at trying it out at least at some point. Yeah. Um, but Tinwin, thanks very much, buddy. Yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a look at it this morning. Aw, feels bad. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at V Rising this morning. I had already talked about it at the beginning of the news segment. Um, think of the most immersive, detailed role playing game. Then imagine you could literally uh, get your groove on in it. All right. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are basically endless with what you would be able to do. Look, I'm not gonna keep going with this. It's again a bit over the top for where I try to keep the channel as far as being safe for work and kind of PG-13. You know what I mean? But the article's there in chat if you're interested. It's pertinent information. It really is regarding what's going on in the industry. how certain different shoot offs are happening for what other industries are taking from what game development is doing and turning it into their thing, right? Game Pass gets Vampire Survivors, one of the best games of the year. RE7 and Knockout City will soon be unavailable. We have some of our streamer friends that play a lot of Knockout City, by the way. Sony might have made a splash with its recently detailed PS Plus revamp, but Game Pass continues to grow its library. The park builder Jurassic World Evolution 2 is obviously a main draw and a bonus out today. Later this week, Game Pass will also get one of the best games of the year, Vampire Survivors. We just played this and it is a ton of fun. I think they've done a couple of updates since I've even played it. Well, we played it about a month ago. Here's everything coming to Xbox Game Pass in the coming weeks. Okay, so May 17th, we got Her Story, Jurassic World Evolution 2, Little Witch in the Woods, Skate via EA Play, and Umurangi Generation Special Edition. May 19th, Farming Simulator 22, Vampire Survivors. 24th is Floppy Nights and Hard Space Shipbreaker. 26th is Sniper Elite 5. 27th is Cricket 22 and Pac-Man Museum Plus. We had already kind of read about a lot of these coming, but we didn't have definitive dates, I don't think. The following are going to go away at the end of the month. NHL 20, Farming Simulator 19, Knockout City, Resident Evil 7, Spellforce 3, Super Hot, and Yes, Your Grace. Most curious here is the imminent departure of Knockout City, the dodgeball-themed competitive arena game that was played by a gazillion people and then instantly lost its steam. In February, developer Violin Studios announced it would take the Rocket League approach, make the game free to play. Violin also said that it will start self-publishing the game, assuming responsibilities from EA, which has been the game's publisher so far. Representatives for Violin Studios told Kotaku that character progression will carry over seamlessly. Anyone who played via Game Pass will get a handful of free cosmetics. Okay. Yeah, I had already knew from some of our streamer friends that and community members that they were pulling themselves away. Specifically, I think it was Casual Gamer that let me know that they're pulling themselves away from EA, and good for them. Yeah, Vampire Survivors was amazing. Yeah, I still have some stuff to do in that game, but they keep producing new content too, which is amazing, and that's great. The game is amazing. It is not good for anybody with epilepsy, I don't think. That game gets wild on the screen, man. There's just so much going on.
More than 100 billion tons of materials are produced each year.
No. Yeah, you can turn off flashing. Yeah, you're right. Blockchain Gaming Studio raises $46 million ahead of game launches. Network Studios wants to create more free-to-play blockchain games. Free-to-play. Blockchain gaming startup Network Studios has raised $46 million in funding. The company plans to announce Wednesday. The cash influx comes at the startup to launch, as the startup prepares to launch 2 new games. And as controversy lingers over the use of cryptocurrencies in gaming. Venture capital firm Griffin Gaming Partners led the Series A funding round, which also saw participation from Kleiner Perkins, Galaxy Interactive, and other investors. Network launched as an independent company in January following the acquisition of network gaming technology platform by blockchain company Fort. Startup plans to release a new game, Legendary Heroes Unchained, which will involve raising armies and conquering lands in a soft launch later this year. The company is also developing Triumph, a fantasy world where players can go on quests and fight monsters. The new games are a part of a growing movement in blockchain gaming where offerings are free to play. That should have quotes. Or don't make earning money the main purpose of the game, according to the Network Studios president, Matt Ricchetti. In these games, players must have the opportunity to earn money as a fun bonus. We talked about this yesterday. Look, they want to make these blockchain games like free to play, right? But then what you're doing is you're pulling people into a play to earn situation, right? Play to earn. Now, the big difference is this statement right here. Fun. Because a lot of what these play-to-earn games do, they make it feel like the gamers need to be there grinding all the time. And that's where the fun gets taken out of these titles, right? They develop these games in a way that makes it feel like if you're not there all the time, playing that game all the time, you're losing. And it makes people feel, even though they get stuck because they enjoy the game initially, but then they get stuck in this like, I've progressed, I don't want to give up everything I've progressed, so I've got to keep playing, and that's where the fun gets drawn out of it, right? That mindset has gotten more popular over the last few months and this year, Ricchetti said in an interview. This new trend stands in contrast to the play-to-earn. Dude, it is play-to-earn, where players breed and battle monsters represented by non-fungible tokens. In these offerings, gamified financial experiences, which is what Ricchetti called them, players focus on winning crypto tokens and often have to spend money to join in the first place. The use of blockchain technology in gaming has drawn backlash, with critics arguing that the addition of NFTs or crypto tokens doesn't actually improve players' experience. No. If anything, they get duped out of a bunch of money, and it absolutely demolishes them mentally. But Ricchetti said these digital assets allow people to actually own the items they play with, since characters, weapons, and virtual land can be represented by NFTs. We're going to have to demonstrate that we can build real authentic games with sustainable economies. Okay, look, man. This is what I've been saying the whole time. NFTs could definitely be incorporated in a way that is mutually beneficial for both the gamer and the developers. But it's not being done that way, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I mean, the thing is, with Lost Ark, it's not like a play to earn situation though. You're just playing the game to have fun, right? There's nothing in the game where you're like necessarily earning any kind of currency or stuff like that, right? This is what this company's trying to do. Players may have the opportunity to earn money as a fun bonus. I experienced some of that. Yeah, I know, Metal. I already kicked you out of the guild. Gamer, what's up, buddy? There is an amount of pay to win. That's not what I'm saying. This is talking about play to earn. Play to earn and play to win. Pay to win and play to earn are two totally different things. But yes, Lost Ark definitely has a little bit of pay to win in it, for sure. We knew that before it even dropped here in the West. We knew that. We talked about it. I don't pay to win. I just play to have fun. And I enjoy the game. I don't think there's so much pay to win in the game that it skews the game in a bad way. But there are definitely games that are pay to win that if you're not paying, you're losing. And at least Lost Ark, from everything I've heard about all the content that's even out in the East, and especially the content we have here in the West right now, you can get everything done in being free to play, right? I think where you're probably going to see more of the pay to win stuff is probably within like some of the Guild War stuff coming up. No? You're so full of it, Wick. Right. Yeah. Especially free to play games, right? I mean, we talked about that. That's the best example of that in our modern games is at least model wise, right? Is what I brought up yesterday in Grinding Gears games, right? They made Path of Exile, and that game has always been free to play. Where they've earned all their money is their cash shop, where you can buy skins and pets and things for your hideout. Every season they have like boxes you can buy where you get random things out of them. They have done one of the best models for free to play with just earning off of things that don't skew your ability to like pay to win. It's just pay for like visual stuff. Yeah. What games are pay to win or you are losing? Um, I can't. I think one of the more modern games. What was the Pokemon game? What's the Pokemon game? Pokemon Unite. From what I understand, Pokemon Unite had a very everything EA. There you go. Pokemon Unite as well. From what I understand, I don't think it's as bad as it was when it first came out, maybe, but it was very skewed pay to win. There's all kinds of pay to win games out there, gamer. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, everything EA. Yeah, basically. That's where whenever I saw them, yeah, a lot of the mobile games. Yeah, a lot of the mobile games. You don't have. The thing is, you don't have to pay to play. But if you actually want to be at the top of the game and get things done, you're gonna pay to get it. Well, this is the thing. So, gamer, what they do is, especially in the competitive side, right, where they do like the Madden Ultimate Team, Hockey Ultimate Team, in the FIFA games, they would always do. That's where all the pay to win stuff comes in. They've compiled this very competitive part of all these sports games where you buy packs of cards to get real life players and build your teams, and it can get very expensive, very expensive. And if you're not paying to get that stuff, you're not going to be at the competitive level of everybody else in those leagues, right? That's where the pay stuff comes in. For a lot of the sports games with EA, anyways. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Bots in full effect. Get wrecked. Get wrecked, bot. Yeah. So, I mean, it's not that every game that most games that are pay to win, you don't have to pay to play. But if you want to be competitive in those games, especially at a high level, you're going to dump money into them. That's what it's about, gamer. So, I don't know, man. This can't make enough money, man. The gaming industry is just loaded, and they just keep trying to suck it out of us, man. It actually wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't that site. It wasn't that site. It was a different one. There was one of those yesterday, though. Wick's talking about the bot that just got banned. Because there's a certain website that some of the bots will come in and spam that is a kind of low key reference there by Wick. Call of Duty Warzone 2 details have allegedly leaked more like Blackout than the original. Activision is set to reveal its new battle royale this year. look at look at these guys, dude. Oh man, could you imagine like being tossed into a real life situation, running around in gear like this, dude? That's wild. Uh, Apparently, Warzone 2 is going to be closer to its predecessor, Blackout 4's Blackout. YouTuber Nero Cinema shared the details via a video published on Tuesday, which was corroborated by recognized insider Tom Henderson and partially matches what the VGC has heard from our own sources. According to the video, the biggest revamp in Warzone 2 will be related to how it handles loadouts. The packages players can purchase that equip them with all of their powerful gear and guns. It's claimed that Warzone 2 will make it more challenging. Shut your mouth. To acquire your loadout by placing them inside new POIs called strongholds. Going to be a number of them. The video claims you infiltrate a building and do different things depending on the stronghold. Sometimes you have to defuse a bomb, kill AI, and then you'll have access to your loadout. It's claimed that Warzone 2 will adopt some features from Call of Duty's first battle royale, Blackout, which includes body armor requiring a satchel to be equipped rather than coming by default, and a new inventory system where you can only fit so many weapons and equipment in your bag. The new Warzone will launch alongside Modern Warfare 2 and include a new map filled with locations from that series. According to Nero Cinema, one such POI is based on the multiplayer map High Rise. Finally, the video claims that Warzone will finally introduce a firing range, so players can properly test the damage and recoil of their custom weapons, rather than relying on expert YouTube videos to do it for them. Activision has previously confirmed that the new Call of Duty Warzone is in development and will be revealed later this year. VGC understands this year's premium game, Modern Warfare 2, will be officially unveiled early next month. As first reported by VGC back in September last year, Modern Warfare 2's campaign will be centered around the drug war against Colombian cartels. The single-player story is a grittier take on Modern Warfare 2019 campaign, with more close-quarters combat, tricky decision-making, and the classic Call of Duty set-piece moments fans have come to expect. Also previously reported that Modern Warfare 2 will release alongside a brand new map for Warzone, the third such all-new arena to be launched for the Battle Royale spinoff. Okay. Cool. Well, if you're interested in FPSs, especially Call of Duty stuff, there you go. Let's see. I could care less about being number one or... Yeah. I mean, a lot of people feel that way, but a lot of people don't as well, gamer. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why a lot of us, avoid that kind of crap in games. But there are a lot of people that don't, too. A lot of people get sucked into it. Send you what link, Wick? You talk? Wait, what link? For the Call of Duty Warfare stuff, or which one? What link were you talking about, Wick? Are you memeing out about the one the bot was trying to put in chat? Too bad most games don't allow unlocking everything through gameplay and want things unlocked. Yeah. Call of Duty? Yeah. Just a second, buddy. There you go, man. You bot. You're a bot. Troll bot. There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, if anybody, quite often, if I think that the community has extra stuff to pull out of the segments or the articles that I pull up, I'll put them in chat. But if you definitely want me to throw one in chat, just let me know. Send him the bot link. Yeah. So it's too bad most games don't allow unlocking everything through gameplay. Want things unlocked as DLC. Yeah. I know, man. I know. I mean, there are some devs that have done a pretty good job at least producing DLC that isn't really paid for, But that's what you see nowadays is like, oh, you enjoyed the base game? Hey, we came out with some DLC, so pay for this, right? Hey, cool, Katari. No worries. Well, it's just a way of me. Because quite often, I won't read everything in an article, right? If I don't feel like it needs to be read. Or like the kind of raunchy-ish one we came up with this morning. But I know there are a lot of people in chat that would like to probably read it. So I'll just throw it in there, right? And if I've already got it up, it's easy for me to link it. I know you're kind of memeing out there, but... the Google machine. Knows how to use the Google machine. Cool. Let's move on. Who knew PS Store sells live now? 250 plus PS5, PS4 games discounted. All right. Oh, you were thinking that Wick wanted the not safe for work link? Yeah, I put it in chat already. I mean, I put it in there so people could take a look. That's fine. Another two PlayStation Store promotions kick off today, namely the remasters and retro sales, as well as games under 15 US or 15 pounds. What are you talking about? Both will stick around until June 1st, with more than 250 games treated as temporary price drop. Here are some of the highlights. The new Final Fantasy revamp of the very first Final Fantasy, right? That's what this is. Strangers of Paradise. I'm not Googling that. Come on, man. dropped to 45 US, 45 pounds both. Keep the price till 25th of May, so you got about a week. Discounted remasters, Alan Wake, Devil May Cry Collection. Devil May Cry Collection is just $10 US. Sniper Elite, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Shenmue 1 and 2, Valkyris. Games under $15 US or pounds. Wasteland 3, nice. For 10. Rise of the Tomb Raider for $6. World of Final Fantasy for 10. Ghost Giant at almost 9. Other Side at 9. And Knack 2 for 8. For a complete list of every game included in the Remasters Retro and games under $15 sales, there's a link right inside this article. So if you're interested in some of these purchases or sales or whatever, then there you go. No, I'd probably quit playing the game. Probably. I don't know, man. It depends. Here's the thing. It depends on what that content would include and if I felt like it was worth it. This is what I'll say right now, okay? Look, let me show you something. So I currently have over 400 hours played in Lost Ark and I have not paid a cent. So the way I tend to view games, and a lot of the community know that, right? A lot of the community understand how I feel about this. If I play a free-to-play game and I have gotten a significant amount of game time out of it, I am probably going to throw a bit of compensation to the devs. So I'll give you a perfect example. Right now, there's like this Ark event thing going on where you basically, by performing more things, you get rewards, right? But there are different tiers. You get the first one for free. So every time you level up this, it's kind of like a pass thing in the game, right? So every time you level up, you get to select a reward for just doing in-game things. Now, if you purchase the next level up, you get additional stuff, right? For all those levels unlocked. You see this in a lot of different games. A lot of games do, especially free-to-play games. And then you can pay the, double that and get the very top. You can get all the rewards. The top level is just some skin stuff. And that's not interesting to me. But the second tier is probably going to cost about $15. And it will get a lot of extra resources for honing equipment and things like that. And the way I feel about it is I have played over 400 hours in this game at this point. I haven't paid a single penny. And I'll probably throw them about $15 just to say thank you. You know what I mean? That's a significant amount of time for my enjoyment. And for other people that like the Lost Ark content, you guys are getting enjoyment out of it too. So as a way for me to at least just say thank you occasionally to games like this, I'll give them a little bit of money. Not in a, because I feel like I need to, because I feel like I appreciate what they've given me as far as entertainment is concerned for a free-to-play game, right? So that's kind of how I feel about it. Not buying levels. No. I'm pretty sure there are other people that play that have already swiped. Am I right? Am I right, Wick? I'm pretty sure there are other people that way ahead of how many hours I had in this game have already swiped to get certain things done. Is that right, Wick? Majority argument that any game DLCs should be 100% free. Here's the thing. I think what we need to really have a nice understanding of difference between is DLC and an expansion, right? Sounds like buy to win to me. Shut up. Shut up. So I think there's a big difference. 10K on the game to hit 1400. Oh yeah. I mean, that's my thing is like, I'm not a whale, dude. I'm a Z tier streamer. I can't afford to be just going ham and just swiping for everything I want in a game, you know? Uh, if you don't have that, you aren't cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm Pinky and I are both almost 1400 at this point, and I haven't paid for anything in the game. So again, I think, but yo, I mean, if that individual wanted to spend 10K on the game and they've got money like that to throw away, who am I, to say no? It's just not my jam. That's not the way I do things. My thing is, look, you guys know that the way I feel about, about a lot of the ways I feel about the industry and stuff, right? And I'm always an advocate for more people having access to the games we love and things like that. But I have a very, very dedicated view at the way that I approach games, especially in free to play or if it be a gotcha game, stuff like that. And I don't normally pay for stuff, man. I just play the game for what it provides me in a free to play way. And if I feel like I've gotten enough entertainment out of it, then I'll drop a little bit of money in there and say thank you. You guys are wild. So 10K on the game, that's a lot of money, man. I could never ever ever see myself spending anywhere near that on a game. But here's the thing, as far as what you were saying, gamer, there's a big difference in, or there should be a big difference. It's gotten kind of hard to tell the difference nowadays between what is like DLC and what is an expansion, right? So perfect example is World of Warcraft does expansions, yeah, and it's a significant amount of content. They've always done that. I did get that link up in there, right? Yeah. Okay. So if Lost Ark was to come out with some kind of massive expansion, and I felt like the content being provided was worth the money, and I was still playing the game quite a bit, I would probably consider buying it. Yeah. Oh, Asmongold interviewed him? Really? Oh my god, dude. 15K to hit 1430. The thing that's wild is like these games, like MMOs and everything too, they're made for longevity, right? You're gonna hit a ceiling and then they're gonna come out with new content and you're gonna have to progress more. You're gonna hit a ceiling and then they're gonna come out with new content and you're gonna have to progress more. That's the way MMOs work, man. And at least good ones, because they should always be coming out with new content, right? So paying that amount of money just to get all the way, that's just somebody that doesn't have patience and doesn't want to work for getting there. Yo, if they've got the money and they're not having any kind of reservations about spending 15K on a video game, who am I to say that was wrong, right? It's not my jam. I'm not going to do that. But that's pretty wild. Just for them to know that they're going to have to progress again, and are they just going to keep paying? That way they don't have to actually work for it or wait to get it done? I don't know, man. That's a wild, though. That's wild. Thanks, Katari. Asus's new ROG gaming laptop beast hides secret messages. Silly gimmick. Asus has announced its latest lineup of gaming laptops and other goodies at its Republic of Gamers for those who dare boundless virtual event, which includes 2 new laptops, 6 fashion accessories, and even a new video game to go with the set. I just want to, I'll put this in chat. If you guys are interested in this device, it's got an i9 12950 processor. It's got a 3070 Ti, or you can upgrade to get a 3080 in it. You can go from 32 to 64 gigs of RAM. It's got a 1440p, 240 hertz refresh display. Yo, shut up. It goes a step further with invisible ink designs, only readable with a UV light, which will offer clues to that special video game we mentioned earlier. Scar Runner is the aptly named game Asus has released alongside this special edition laptop. It's a first-person parkour game that has a bit of a Ghost Runner look to it. There's a competition tie-in to win prizes, including a Strix Scar 17 SE, though having one already would be helpful, giving those secret UV messages. Right. Another device. These laptops also boast what Asus are calling the Rog Nebular Hdr Display. Oh, I want some chicken tenders too. Who's eating chicken tenders? Yo, Ava, what's up? I want chicken tenders. Yo, with maple syrup on them too for breakfast. Let's go. They're calling it the Rog Nebular HDR Display. Is this 165 hertz touchscreen that flips around, has a 3 millisecond response time. Might not be the gaming device of choice over something like the Strix Scar, but it's still a very cool looking compact laptop. To go with all this cyberpunk gamer aesthetic, new products have been added to the ROG / fashion line. Bags, caps, they don't seem to have the fashion sense of either of the laptops. But if you like making sure all your things match, then you have a few more options at your disposal. Yeah, it's not going to be cheap. Asus stuff isn't historically very cheap. There you go. If you're interested in the devices, there you go. That's kind of cool. They've put like UV ink on them to figure out how to get this game and compete. That's kind of a cool little gimmick. I like it. Well, a lot of the manufacturers, Qatari, have an easier time getting the graphics cards than like we do as just individual buyers, because they have like they're buying in bulk, right? So a lot right now, oftentimes you can find pre-built gaming devices, gaming laptops, and stuff like that easier than you can like try to get a card yourself. It's still, I mean, the supply issue is still there, right? But from what I've been able to tell, it seems a little bit easier to get yourself like a pre-built computer or what have you with a card in it. And apparently supplies starting to meet demand a little bit more anyways. Prices are coming down on GPUs. That's some of the stuff we've seen trending in previous segments, but it's still not at a good state, that's for sure. Oh, it was in the ad, the chicken tenders were? See, that's what Florida does right. We got the best chicken tenders around. Publix. Dude, I like Publix. Actually, man, my store up where I'm living now, they got some pretty good chicken tenders, dude. They got some pretty good ones. They're not bad. I'm not big on like buying frozen food, but occasionally I'll go buy like a bag of chicken tenders, and they're not bad. Pretty good stuff. I ate some, what was it, like a week and a half ago? First time I'd ever just like made up chicken tenders and put a bunch of maple syrup on them. It was excellent. I highly recommend. Game Pass is adding 12 more games and 6 are day one releases. I ate it for breakfast. Microsoft confirms. Oh, you're off meat right now? Oh, Ava. Whoa. I don't even know what that's like. I don't think I ever will. I don't know that I could quit eating meat even if I knew it was going to kill me. I just don't know that I could. I just carnivore, man, through and through. Oh, they make them there? Oh, yeah, cool. Right on. I haven't been to a Publix in a long time because we don't have them here, and I haven't lived out. We only lived out on the east where we had Publix for a little bit less than a year, so I don't remember a ton about it, but I liked their stores. Yeah, yeah. I think that's where we had the Publix at, right? We were down in the Carolinas for a little bit. Game Pass is adding 12 more games and 6 are day one releases. Microsoft confirms 12 more games. I got to get a better ad blocker, man. I got to. Shut up. No. All right. I need to look at the one Pinky sent me. I'm disgusting. Yo, wait till the anniversary stream, dude. I'm going to eat a raw corn cob on stream just for you, Wick. Yep. And then I'm going to get some pineapple and probably pineapple and like bacon and Canadian bacon pizza. It's going to be excellent. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah. Get ready. Get ready. Well, Qatari, that's why I tried it because, yeah, I mean, I'm all about some chicken and waffles. I just didn't have any waffles. And it said, nopers? Anchovies? Psych, you want me to do anchovies? I've never eaten anchovies on, so, I mean, I love, dude, like sardines and stuff. So, I'll put some anchovies on there for you too, Psych, if that's what you guys want me to do. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have waffles. I just had chicken strips. But, and look, real maple syrup, guys, that's the key. Don't be using that crap fake syrup, man, if you can help it. Real maple syrup. Nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza. No way, dude. No way. Yeah, I'll get us a real nasty pizza, drive some people wild. I'll put some anchovies if I can. Yeah, I'm sure I can probably find some place that has anchovies. Anchovies, we'll do pineapple. That'll be nice, sweet and salty right there. I'll probably put a little bit of bacon on there. Yeah, we'll see. Blasphemous. Yeah, I'm going to gross you guys out, man. And for dessert, I'll eat a raw ear of corn. There you go. By now, Game Pass subscribers should know how the game reveals work. Microsoft starts the month by revealing the new Game Pass games coming in the next 2 weeks. And then another announcement comes midway through the month when another batch of games is announced. Microsoft has now revealed the new Xbox Game Pass games coming in the second half of May. And they consist of 12 titles, including 6 day one releases. We already kind of, I think, hit on this yesterday. Yeah, we've seen a lot of it. See them right here. Ooh, raisins on a pizza? No, dude, I don't think I want raisins on a pizza. Yeah, no. Pineapple on pizza is a sin? I disagree. I think it's good. It's not like my jam. I don't go for that. There are a lot of people that, like, if they ever order a pizza, they're always putting pineapple on it. I love pineapple. It's one of my favorite fruits. And I think it's fine on pizza, especially if you get something else salty on there. You know, sweet and salty, it works, dude. But it's not like my jam. It's not my go-to. If I get a pizza, man, I'm just filling it up with meat. Sitting is fun. Oh my god, dude. Oh man. Yeah, just not together. I understand, man. I understand it. I don't mind it though. I think it's pretty good actually. So these are all Her Story, Jurassic World. We hit on a lot of these. Little Witch in the Woods, Skate, Umurangi's Generation Special Edition, all on May 17th. Farming Simulator 22, Vampire Survivors on May 19th. Floppy Nights, Hard Space, Sniper Elite, all on the 24th through the 26th. And then Cricket 22 and Pac-Man Museum on the 27th, all right? Yeah, I hit on that today already. I hit on it earlier too, but there you go. Yo, what is this, man? Shut up. So stupid. Play to earn gaming sounds too good to be true. It probably is. Can't wait for Sniper Elite 5? Yeah, right on, man. Right on. I hope you enjoy it. I probably won't play it, but I've just got so many other games on the schedule. But all right, here we go. Let's see. Dude, this is a long one. Yeah, this is a long one. I'll try to TLDR this. Oh, yeah, I love jalapenos on it, too. Yeah, for sure. I love spicy food, so. I'll tell you what, though. I just had some scorpion pepper cheddar cheese. Whew! That stuff, that puts you on fire, man. Jared Galloway, a 22-year-old in Seattle, makes his living with a virtual horse. There's this browser-based PC game called Zedrun, developed by the Australian studio Virtually Human, that takes place in a sinister cyberpunk dystopia where computerized racehorses compete for the podium on a purple Tron-like grid. Players can buy and breed those stallions with the institutional guarantee that their ownership rights are encoded on the blockchain. All exchanges are done in cryptocurrency. The goal is to acquire a powerful horse that can win races and collect stud fees from those who want access to their precious digital genetics. Think of it as the entire equine industry pared down in a phantom online economy. This all might sound inscrutable. Most tendrils of the Web3 revolution are, but all you really need to know is that Galloway was scraping by as a pool boy before he was tempted to try Zedrun and purchased a promising horse off the open market. His life hasn't been the same since. Started playing the game and bought a horse that was unnamed and unraced for 1.1 Ethereum, which was about 4,000 at the time. Then I got an offer from someone to buy it for 3 Ethereum. And 3 days later, the offer went up to 5 and then 8. I looked at who was making these offers, and it was the biggest racer in Zedrun. Wait, do what? In before Bitcoin Minecraft? Yeah, yeah. Watch some Vampire Survivors, no comment. Any spicy food ain't bad at all. It's later on when it becomes... yeah, it can be for sure. Can be for sure, yeah. Here's my thing. There's definitely a point for me where I'm not enjoying the taste of the food anymore because my mouth is too hot. If that's the case, I'm not enjoying that kind of heat, right? I love spicy food. I eat sriracha on everything. I don't really find sriracha all that spicy, but it puts a little bit of kick in there. But I enjoy really spicy food. Like that cheddar, the cheddar I ate with the scorpion peppers in there, it was really spicy, but it had a good taste to it too. So I enjoyed it. But if things are too hot to where I can't enjoy the taste, that's not for me. Seeing people like sweat through meals because they're trying to like power through how hot something is and they just look miserable, that is not for me, man. I love the taste of food. And a good amount of spice can really enhance flavor for me, but too much is not good. Galloway said he made the decision to hold on to the horse for himself so he could race it and breed it. I thought, if the best racer in the game wants my horse, there must be something to it, he added. Ghost Peppers until later. See, Ghost Peppers, dude, that's not my jam. Yeah, that's too much for me. I find a decent amount of spice actually enhances flavor for me, man. I don't know. Everybody's taste buds are different, right? Just like Katari's saying. Apparently, Katari can, down some very high Scoville level stuff and be okay with it, and still enjoy food. That's not me, man. That's not me. Yeah, I enjoy the flavor that spice adds to food. I really do. But there's an extent to it for me. And everybody's different, right? Yeah. So I respect the fact. I mean, I know a lot of people that don't like spicy food at all, and I don't understand how people don't enjoy spice. Because I do like a good amount of spice. So I guess it goes both ways, right? Um, he made 4,000 last month from Zed Run, which means he has lapped his initial investment. In total, his horse named Diamonds netted him a profit of 6.4 Ethereum, equivalent to about 20,000 at the current conversion rate. Today, he plays the game full-time and streams out of his daily progress to a small collection of fans on YouTube. That makes Galloway one of the runaway success stories of the burgeoning play-to-earn movement, a new philosophy gripping the video game industry that aims to reinvent the hobby with a decentralized bartering system. This is very, very sketchy stuff right here, okay? I'll keep going. We'll have a conversation about this whole situation here. The premise is simple. In the future, maybe the spoils to be found in video game will hold appreciable, uncapped real-world value. That rare sword you uncovered at the top of the mountain in Skyrim or World of Warcraft, that could be imprinted as an NFT, totally unique, staunchly unreplicable, and worth a bounty of Bitcoin to any interested buyers. Yes, potentially. Potentially. Okay? This is what I was trying to get at earlier about the NFT thing. It can be beneficial to gamers. It can be. But it's not only this premise here, right? This is like the beginning of it. You get a unique item in a game. It could be an NFT. It could be uniquely attributed to you as an online, person, your online presence. And this is the other thing that needs to happen with NFTs, though, for it to be an actual beneficial thing for players. It's not just getting a unique thing in one game and it being an NFT and having some potential value. That's just the beginning of it. What needs to happen is that these massive ecosystems and worlds need to be interweaved, right? To where if you find this kind of weapon in World of Warcraft, it can also be taken into Skyrim and used there if you own it, right? The thing that's really tough about that is you're talking about getting these massive online worlds to kind of work together. And that takes developers, large developers working together. And this is not something that's going to be able to happen for a very, very long time, right? But this is the start of where NFTs could potentially be a beneficial thing for gamers as well, right? So it's not just the fact that you have something worth money, it's having something that you can actually utilize across a plethora of gaming universes and ecosystems and worlds. If you don't want to sell it, it should be a usable item to you across numerous different games, as it were. Already, maybe major publishers in the business like Ubisoft, Epic, and Electronic Arts are drumming up their own blockchain platforms, creating a tide of pioneering early adopters who are eager to alter the fundamental rules of recreation. The idea is to create video games that function more like open-ended, laissez-faire social spaces rather than a sequence of challenges leading to a grand finale. In the future, the argument goes, games will mirror the tenets of real life. Video games are unfairly extractive. They ask for too much of our time without returning the favor. If instead a night with Assassin's Creed could reward us with some tangible capital, then the relationship between players and publishers wouldn't be so fraught. This is the thing that I feel like developers have blinders on, because they're only worried about money. So they think that we're only worried about making money. We are worried about making money. We're also worried about being able to use our items from game to game. For instance, like we talked about this, Gran Turismo 7. They have butchered that game with in-game transactions, and then they were like, oh, people are gaining currency too easy in-game. We're going to make it to where you can't do that, trying to get people to spend more money. Okay, if you're going to make people spend money to get these amazing cars in the game, they should be set up in a way where if you buy it in that game, you can play it in the next game that comes out too, as an NFT, right? And if you want to take that car and go drive it in the next Cyberpunk game, cool, right? That's the way it should work. But they don't have a view of it like that. Obviously, this individual is approaching this like a business now, right? But this is a very sketchy situation right now in gaming. Consider the Pokemon-like mobile game Axie Infinity. We talked about it earlier. They got hacked for $600 million. Players collect and raise a brood of chibi animals that are all bonded to the blockchain and can be efficiently resold. Axie Infinity is huge among citizens of Venezuela and the Philippines because of the cryptocurrency players can earn from the game, often eclipses their regular wages. In another game, so this is the issue though. You get caught up in this kind of thing, and then the developer gets hacked, or the developer just liquidates the game, just bounces and takes all the money, right? This is where people are getting caught and duped right now. I'm going to go down and summarize this because this is a very long article, right? You are putting your trust in these developers to securely manage what you are trying to develop as a way to earn real life money, right? But it's all being held by these corporations ultimately as like crypto, right? And then they either bounce and take it all, and you're just left like with your hands in the air, or they get hacked for all of it, and you're out the money that way as well. It is a very, very volatile, terrible, schemazed kind of situation that's going on with all of this NFT, blockchain, crypto stuff within games right now. I can only recommend to stay away from it. There are some people that are doing okay. There were people that were doing pretty well in Axie Infinity too until they got hacked, and then everything within the game just tanked. So I'm gonna summarize this real quick. And I'll put the link in chat so you guys can take a look at the entire article. It's a very long article. Is the community prepared for a world where fun is no longer the reason we play video games? I talked about that earlier as well. Will the invasive factors introduced by the play to earn crusade, subsistence, side, hustle, the rare opportunity to strike it big, eat into our priorities? Will labor continue to meld with leisure? It is hard to say for sure, but I do know that Galloway will keep milking diamonds for everything it's worth. It feels like a dream, but it makes sense as well, he said when I asked what it's like to work a job that is completely divorced from tangible notions of supply and demand. They say traditional horse racing is a game of kings, added Galloway, but this game breeds kings. I can attest to that. I didn't have an asset that would make me this much money before playing. I didn't need to come in with $1 million investment. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Qatari. Yep. It's happening constantly, and it's brutal. I feel for the people that are getting sucked into it, but that's why I try to tell everybody because we come across these news segments every single day, and right now, again, I can see in the future where it can be NFTs and stuff like this could be a beneficial thing. Right now, it's terrible, and people are just getting scammed constantly. That's the goal, of course. Zedrun wonders if video games could empower a legion of part-time contractors, nose to the grindstone, scrambling for any edge, all while juicing the stocks of those collecting the residuals. The more pertinent question is left permanently unanswered. Isn't this depressing? Yeah. So my advice is to stay away. Stay away. Are there people that are potentially doing well, like the individual we just saw in that report? Yes. But all that individual's money is tied up in crypto, right? And there is no telling when something could happen to eliminate that currency. So it's just very risky, man. Just be very careful. All right, we're not reading that one. All right, we're going to skim this real quick. 120 video games that changed the history of gaming. All right. Ocarina of Time, by the way, if you're not aware, just got inducted into the Video Game Hall of Fame like 2 weeks ago. Very cool. Mario 64. We'll look at the top 10, okay? I'm not going to read. Skyrim, yeah. Pokemon Red version. I owned that. Unfortunately, I don't own it anymore. I don't know what happened to it. Breath of the Wild. Red Dead Redemption. I've got that sitting on my shelf right now. Original. Yeah. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We're starting this playthrough at the beginning of July. Starting Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, beginning of July. Yep. Super Mario World. Let's go. Grand Theft Auto 5. And Minecraft. Yeah, Qatari. Yeah, I've played all the way through the second one. We have a community member that Tabo that is like our resident Witcher go-to. Everything Witcher. And I've been talking about playing it for a while. I just needed to find a good time, and I wanted to play it at a time where Tabo would be able to attend most of the playthrough. Tabo's caught up in a lot of educational stuff right now. He doesn't get to hang out very often, and apparently July is a good time where Tabo will be able to hang out more often, and so we're gonna play it then. I'm excited, but I'm very scared because I know I'm gonna get stuck playing a lot of Gwent. I already know. A lot of Gwent. Oh, Morrowind? Yeah, I've played Morrowind. Do I own that? I don't know if I own it anymore. Like physical copy. I don't know if I own it. I can't remember. I don't think so. But I played the crap out of that game. Yeah, Morrowind was great. Yeah. Yeah, I need to bust out some of my old consoles and so I've got a lot of stuff. We moved at the beginning of last year. We moved, and I've got a lot of my older gaming stuff is kind of in our storage right now. It's a climate controlled storage and everything, so it's fine. But yeah, I need to get some of it out. We need to do. I'm also probably the first one I'm going to bust out is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I haven't played that in a long time, and then I'm going to play Bloodstained right afterwards. I just picked up Bloodstained, same developer, but Castlevania Symphony of the Night is what actually made me fall in love with Metroidvania games, and then to play Bloodstained after would be amazing because same developer and basically a modern version of Symphony of the Night, right? Uh, Netflix's Geeked Week is set to kick off in early June for a 5-day virtual event celebrating all the things geeky on streaming service from June 6th through June 10th. While that obviously means focusing on shows like Stranger Things, they're going to get in on what games are coming out as well. Yeah, we know all about the Netflix stuff. They're pivoting to gaming. Their subscriber base has gone down quite a bit, partially due to them pulling out of Russia, but it was already trending downwards before that. So they're pivoting hard into gaming. So Netflix's Geeked Week is set to take place virtually next month, starting on Monday, June 6th, running through Friday, June 10th. Okay, which is roughly the same time that a lot of these. Yeah, they're getting trounced right now. Yep. So these their Geeked Week is running around the same time that a lot of these other showcases are happening in the gaming world. Yeah, each day of the week because E3 is no longer taking place. So we've got like Summer Games Fest, Bethesda Showcase, Microsoft Bethesda Showcase. There's all kinds of showcases going on. I actually here, if you guys are interested in all of the most of them are in June. There's a couple in July and August, I think, as well. But right there's a link to a lot of the dates and times that you can catch the showcases. Most of the pertinent showcases, anyways. Friday, okay, June 10th is specifically set aside for the games they're creating. Um, so know that, I guess. June 10th, we'll find out more about what games Netflix is coming out with. They're pivoting hard. I think they're running a bit scared right now because they're hurting. They're hurting just off their subscription service. So this will be the last one. If anybody has anything else, this will be the last one besides V Rising. Okay, we're going to take a quick look at V Rising before we end the news segment and see what that game's all about. And we will, but this will be the last one unless anybody has anything else that they want to bring up or add. Okay. Twitch, a live streaming giant, comes under scrutiny after Buffalo shooting. Okay. The live streaming giant, popular among video gamers, has been thrust into the national spotlight after the suspect in the Buffalo grocery store mass shooting. Again, heart and thoughts go out to everybody, the victims, families, that community. It's a terrible thing, and it's really, honestly, it's not something that a lot of people can understand the grasp how terrible this is for that community and the people involved. Unless you've been into a similar situation, it's hard to understand how terrible this really is. A lot of people have experienced very, very bad things in life. I'm not saying that they haven't, but this is terrible. It's terrible. Twitch removed the live stream less than 2 minutes. Tried to broadcast the attack on Twitch. Okay. They removed the live stream less than 2 minutes after the violence began on Saturday. Spokesperson for the company told CNN, despite the quick action by Twitch to delete the content, clips, and copies of the disturbing video of the mass shooting, or of the shooting, which police says was a racially motivated hate crime, terrible, quickly spread across other social media platforms over the weekend. While Twitch may not be as much of a household name as some of the other large social platforms, the Amazon-owned service has gained immense popularity in recent years beyond gaming. Twitch has become a destination to watch others play video games, raise goats, other animals, sleep, do art, all kinds of art. I mean, crafting, you name it. ASMR? Is that an art? Is that considered art? I'm not into it, but hey, I'm not going to yuck somebody else's yum. Its core feature, live streaming, possesses a huge set of challenges. Live video and live audio have proven difficult for a number of social platforms to effectively moderate given their real-time and ephemeral nature. Yeah, absolutely. The vast majority of the content that appears on Twitch is gone the moment it's created and seen, the company said in a 2021 transparency report. That fact requires us to think about the safety and community health in different ways than other services that are primarily based on pre-recorded and uploaded content. To address this issue, Twitch relies on a mix of machine detection systems, human moderators, and user reporting to identify content that violates its guidelines, not unlike other social platforms. But as the Buffalo mass shooting shows, even taking action a couple of minutes after a broadcast begins may not be enough to stop the video spread online. Absolutely. Yeah, sorry, man. The past couple have been long. I know, man. We're almost done. We're almost done. Sorry. This isn't the first time. A gunman who killed 2 people in 2019 shooting near a synagogue in Germany live streamed the attack on Twitch before it was eventually removed by the platform. Twitch said the video from the Buffalo suspect was removed from the platform less than 2 minutes after the violence started. While this is markedly quicker than the 17 minutes it allegedly took Facebook to remove the New Zealand shooting in 2019, critics, including New York Governor Kathy Hochul, decried that it wasn't deleted by platforms within seconds. In a statement sent to CNN confirming the shooting was streamed on its platform, Twitch said the user has been indefinitely suspended from our service, taking all appropriate action, including monitoring for any accounts rebroadcasting this content. The company did not immediately respond to follow-up questions. Other social media platforms reported to CNN they had banned the sharing of the video on their sites and are working to identify and remove copies of it. Yeah. In case anybody wants to read all of this, it's unfortunate. We've had a lot of news over the past 2 days. Pinky, sorry, man. I know you're ready to get into the game, man. We're almost there. It's very unfortunate. And obviously these platforms are doing their best to prevent and remove content that is of such nature, right? But it's not an easy thing to do, especially like they said, Twitch being a live platform. How do you go about just preventing people? People are going to do horrible things, and they're going to try to get content out of it. They're gonna try to get other people to watch it for some weird and twisted reason. I don't understand it, but Twitch being the platform it is, it's going to make it very hard to. I have no doubt they're going to do everything they can to prevent that kind of content being shown out. But it's live. What do you do? How do you prevent it? I don't know. I don't know the answer there. Real quick, let's take a look at V Rising, okay? And then we're going to. There it is. Don't even have to look it up. So this is the game that just came out. Our buddy Tinwin is currently playing. Is enjoying the game so far, and it looks intriguing. Yeah, it's definitely got a bit of a horror vampire kind of Valheim vibe.
Look out!
I think,
Vampire at the gates! Gather your weapons!
It's quite a bit of a difference in the ARPG side of it than you would see in something like Valheim. But well.
I will show you the light!
No, Tinwin, you're enjoying it thoroughly right now, right? So early access is out. It's $20 unless you want to go for a 10% off and get like Founders Pack, Dracula's Relics Pack. I don't know what that includes or anything, but it looks pretty cool, man. Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying it out as well. So who knows? Maybe here pretty soon, once we get to a good spot of feeling like we've gotten Valheim completed, we'll try this out in the future as something we could do as like community. Yeah. Really looking forward to the fact that it is in early access. Hopefully it'll get much better. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's always the hope for the games that we love that are early access, as it were, right? Yeah, great for $20. Cool, man. Good. I'm glad. It looks really neat. And I've always had a bit of a soft spot for vampires. I like vampires. I think they're cool. So yeah, I would like to dive into it as well. Maybe we can find a good time sometime in the near future to play with community and stuff. That'd be pretty neat. I think that'd be neat. But there you go. V Rising. Tinwin, thanks, buddy. Good review as well. I saw your review last night on here. Very nice, man. Very nice. I think that'll do it. That'll do it for our news segment. All right. Thanks so much to everybody who was part of it. I appreciate the conversation regarding the topics that we come across, and I don't know if you are. We're going to be moving on to Valheim, day 5 of Valheim. If you're not planning on moving on with us, I hope you will. But if you're not planning on moving on with us to the gaming segment, which is coming up right now, or if you're viewing this as a video later on after it's uploaded to YouTube, then stay healthy, stay safe, be kind, okay? And also, if you're viewing this as a video on YouTube and you're enjoying the content, do me a favor, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. Maybe leave me a comment so we can have a bit of discussion about the topics we came over in the segment today, okay? Other than that, we'll be moving on to gaming. Again, day 5 of Valheim. And we will catch everybody tomorrow morning, same time as always, 6 a.m. CST, for our next segment of video gaming news. All right?